back on it. Just follow Coach Sig, buy into what he tells you, what he believes in, his preparation, his process. He's better than anybody in the country. That's why people are different.
We're going to Ravi, we're going to Pat.
It shows the country that the IU football team, it's a real team. We're not just one-hit wonder, and it shows that we can go through some stuff in the game. We can handle adversity. We're a gritty team, and we really band together. We have each other's back. After the Big Six, Fish came up to me and said, "Hey, brother, I have your back. I believe in you." And to have a team captain say that and come up to me and say that, it inspires confidence in not just me, but the entire offense. So whenever we're able to play with each other, defense and offense, all the hard battle work that we put in through spring ball, fall camp, and now here, we've really banded together and became a stronger unit. And I think that's what's so special about Indiana football is that we all have 100% buy-in, and that makes the team so special.
Yeah, I would just say it speaks for resiliency. Just to build off of what he said, I think he said it perfectly, honestly. When you have adversity in games like this, a lot of teams kind of handle that differently. We embrace it. We love that. We're going to take it head on. We're going to go at it as a unit all together. I just think it speaks to, there are so many moments in this game. We give up big plays. We had a lot of misfits, a lot of ugly things on film, but we just kept battling, kept fighting. Complete belief in one another, confidence. Offense to defense, defense to offense. And our special teams played amazing. So just a complete buy-in of confidence and love for one another. Just playing really good football right now.
Pat on the right, and then Mike.
Hey, I think that their offense has been phenomenal this season.
They were a really talented and skilled offense. So, when you go at a team like that, you have to be able to manipulate angles. You got to be able to kind of find their weakness if there is one, and attack it. I think we did a great job. Never really get on our heels today. Just complete attack and buy-in from everybody that we were going to be the aggressor. And then I think there was somebody in the media that said our D-line was a little too small or a little too small for a team. So you let them fire under a team, and I think our D-line proved that. I don't think it matters if you have a 330-pound D-tackle or a 290-pound D-tackle. It's who wants it more, and who's more resilient.
Go up front to Mike.
We probably had about 2 minutes to Big Six. Right back in take us through that 2 minutes. Tell me through it to go back out there. Take us through
One thing Coach Sig preaches is playing each play at a time makes the most important play. Evidently, I don't want to throw a pick six. It happens. And, that's on me. I got to put the ball more out there, and I got to work on that in practice. However, after that, I went to the sideline, had all the leaders, and basically everybody on the team come up to me, "Hey, we're still behind you. Like, we got your back." And that can be very frustrating for a defense who's played so well the entire game, and then the offense to allow a touchdown. So to have everybody have belief in our offense, we're able to go down and have, I believe it was a 16-play drive with all the boys and scoring a touchdown for the game-winning touchdown was phenomenal. And in that 2 minutes, there was no panic. We knew that there was going to be resilience in this game, the number 3 team in the nation, and we knew that we had to overcome resiliency and adversity at some point, and I think we showcased that perfectly.
Sammy, Aiden, linebacker group, you guys combined for like 34 tackles or so. Talk to
Can be done.
why were you guys so successful?
I think we got 3 guys. I think Coach Sig put in the pressure. We just needed more dogs last year, and I think we found them. Elijah Hardy played phenomenal. Isaiah Jones is playing phenomenal as well. Just making plays that when they come to them, they're capitalizing on opportunities. And just the confidence in the room that we have right now, it really isn't, it's hard to describe. Just complete buy-in from each other. There's not a single moment we don't trust each other to do our job. And then we just feed off of each other. One guy makes a tackle, now I got to go make a tackle to kind of even it up with him. So just complete buy-in, and everybody is so confident and playing well off of each other. And honestly, I think the confidence is what is just flowing through our room right now, and just 3 players that are just playing at a high level confidently.
Zach and then Michael.
How is it possible, Coach Fernando took over prior last season, how is it possible for this turnaround to take a losing this program from history to today? How is that possible to do so quick?
You gotta change the way you think. when we first got here, all this team knew was losing football, and we're not used to being in big games. We're used to losing the games and just kind of being like the punching bag of the Big Ten. I think we did a great job. As soon as we got here, we changed the way Indiana thinks, changed the way we think as individuals. We're primed for games like this. This is why we play this game. This is why we come to Indiana. You want to play in top-ranked matchups. You want to win top-ranked matchups. And you want to play for somebody like Coach Sig, who's so confident in himself that it just flows into his players. And, this program is at a really good spot right now, just with Coach Sig at the helm of it, and just how much he believes in his players and how much we believe in him.
Michael on the right, then Keith.
For either of you guys, Coach Signetti said one of his biggest priorities throughout this week of practice was making sure the mindset was where he wanted you guys to be, that you knew you could come in and compete, knew you could win. What did that look like Monday through Friday? How did he get you mentally into the right place before kickoff?
Yeah, he emphasized Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday that this is going to be a tough game. There's going to be some adversity in the game. However, we're going to overcome that adversity and we're going to come out on top. He said that it's a mindset, that he's been in these big games before in his long coaching tenure, and that in these big games, it's not always pretty. It's not always a blowout win one way or the other, that it's going to be a dogfight. And we have the mentality that we're always going to win, and have the belief that we're always going to win, and have the belief in each other as brothers, have the belief in our coaches, and have the belief in our staff that we're going to come out on top. And he really nailed that down, and I probably missed something he said, but he got us right mentally throughout the week, which elevated our mindset and elevated our game to have the success we had today.
Keith and then Mike.
So, both of you guys, Coach said earlier that last year some of the things you said and did, you want to establish credibility. How far past that are you guys now in the football program where credibility you already gained and you're one of the best programs in the country?
I would say, before Aiden talks, I would say as far as credibility goes, from getting here in January from now, what I've learned about the program is everyone in the program is invested in the program. So I don't think a lot of guys on the team are out there really giving much importance to what everyone on the outside is saying. We know who we are as a team, and we know what we've built throughout this entire offseason. So there's never been a lack of credibility. Whenever the media is saying, hey, Indiana was a one-year fluke, there was never a dash in anybody's eye, because everything stayed within the program. We understand that although we appreciate when it's great, the media is the media, and that we need to come with each other and really buy into the program and listen to everybody in those walls within the program.
Yeah, I would just say a lot of people that had those comments last year, none of them played a snap of football for Indiana. None of them really, helped in our preparation. So at the end of the day, we didn't really care. It was really the next team on our schedule that we had to prepare for and, go out there and win a football game. So it's kind of the same this year. You could put a number in front of them. It's our next game to us. So, prepare for every game the same, because if you're not, you're doing yourself a disservice. So the credibility thing, we'll let the media handle it. We're just going to focus on, winning football games one at a time.
Mike, and we'll wrap up in a minute.
Fernando, they were playing Elijah really physically, a lot of contact, but he kept going to him. He kept making key plays down the stretch. The relationship that's developed between you is going to define this offense's success. How has that kind of developed here in the last 2 weeks or 3 weeks that from the focal point here as well?
Yeah, from the start of the season to now, my chemistry with all the receivers has tremendously developed, and that attests to their work ethic and how we talk after practice, how we talk within the facility, always about football, always about different routes, about different concepts. And so my job is to be the point guard and get the ball to our superstars like Elijah, like Coop, like EJ, like all of our other receivers. So if I can be a point guard, and even though they might be roughing one of our receivers up, I know that most of the time our receivers are going to win because how phenomenal they are in their preparation, and especially when it's big time moments.
Last one here in the middle. Outlet name.
Bill Arm with the Oregon. Guys, there's a bit of a mystique around the home field advantage last season. Things just go on. How did you do it?
Yeah, it was a phenomenal crowd today. Loud, rambunctious, hostile. All those great things you want in a home crowd. At the end of the day, for me, it's not as hard because I'm on defense, so it's pretty quiet. But it's just kind of blocking the noise out. Like, at no times are we looking out in the stands and kind of, paying attention to any of that. It's all about the next play for us. I'll let Fernando talk a little more about it. He faced it a little bit more.
Yeah, especially for our offense, when it's really, really loud, because Austin, fantastic fans, fantastic football atmosphere. I think that all of that energy and all of that noise really helps us phone in our nervous system and helps us activate in order to put it to a positive way on the football field. And credit to the offensive line and everybody on offense. We have some things we want to clean up and we're going to clean up for next game. But to go in an environment like that and to communicate, whether it was in any of our different silent cadences, we never skipped a beat on that, and we got to clean some things up. However, I thought we did a good job overall today communicating and overly communicating in such a hostile environment.
Great. Thanks, guys.
Thank you guys. God bless.